everybody.
Hello.
I was only going to do the singing entrance once, but I think it's just going to be a thing now.
Yeah, it's fine.
Just singing. Welcome to the VGM podcast.
Yay.
Said with extra British this time.
Yay.
I'm Chris.
I'm Joe.
And we're going to be talking to you about video games.
Come and join us for the E3 hangover.
For the E3 hangover. Oh god, there's definitely a hangover.
Yeah.
Because this E3, loads of hype, and then it just sort of disappeared, it seems.
That's how all E3s work to a certain extent.
Yeah.
They do sort of like fizzle out after a while.
Yeah. Unless something really insane happens, like last year, what was it, Epic or Bethesda, who just had the weirdest show.
Yeah.
The weirdest coverage.
Mm.
But, yeah, should we go straight into what we've been playing?
Sure.
Because I've been playing a fair bit.
Ooh.
I've been playing a game that is in one of the news articles right now. I've been playing some Virtua Fighter 5.
Ooh, nice.
It's free on Xbox 360 and One right now, and it's the Final Strike Final Edition, whatever it is. You don't get like the customization stuff with it, but it's all the characters and all that stuff, so that's all you need. So that's cool. Still trying to figure out how it works because I'm not a fighting game person.
Virtua Fighter is like one of those old Sega ones that's just a bit light.
It's the most technical 3D fighter.
Its busted oldness is built into its DNA, so
Yeah.
you can't really break it out
I
easily.
wouldn't say it was busted. I'd say it's honestly the most fluid and technical. Like it's not speed and combos. It's you have to know. It's like actually learning a martial arts almost.
I mean, it's busted technical by like Sega Genesis standards.
Oh yeah, but back then it was the moon jumping.
And at no point did anyone decide maybe we should update this a bit. It's like, nah, keep it the same. It's fine.
Keep it. Well, the moon jump's gone.
Yeah.
But what else? What else have I been playing? I've been very slowly working my way through Tomb Raider Underworld because that was also free.
Nice.
So I just thought I'll just play through this. So I played through a level and then just went and played Uncharted instead. Uncharted is those later Tomb Raider games for the reboot. Yeah, Uncharted is just better.
Yeah.
So I've been playing through Uncharted 3.
I mean, Lara Croft's a lot less punchable than Nathan Drake, so that's the one thing you have to go over it.
I like Nathan Drake with his punchability.
Yeah.
But I've been playing through Uncharted 3, which I haven't played the Vita game, but I would say that Uncharted 3 is the worst, at least of the original trilogy.
Yeah.
Maybe not for set pieces and gameplay, but like story, it's a bit weak because the story team wasn't there. The story team was busy writing The Last of Us. So it was all the gameplay designers went, this is a really cool thing. Now why is it happening? So yeah, I've been playing that mostly. That's pretty much been me.
Cool. I finally polished off Detroit Become Human.
Yes.
I won't go deep into every single problem I have with it, or else we'll be here all day.
That's another podcast.
I will say, go watch Mother's Basement's video about it, because he does a really good job explaining my core problems with it as a writing exercise.
If you want a similar thing in like 5 minutes, the Yahtzee Zero Punctuation review is pretty much 5 minutes of Yahtzee explaining why it doesn't work as a written piece of fiction.
I guess.
No, because he does know what he's talking about and stuff like that.
Yeah, but yeah. Mostly that. I've been also digging into the Dark Souls remaster.
How is it compared to the actual original?
It's basically the same.
Fair enough.
It's almost exactly the same in every possible respect.
No new stuff or anything?
Nope. Just basic graphical updates.
Looks a bit nicer.
Shiny and new.
Fair enough.
And all that, and it's still the basic same game. And that's kind of what I wanted.
Yeah, fair enough. Oh, another thing about Detroit Become Human.
Ooh.
If you don't care about spoilers at all, the Everything Wrong Withs are already out. You know, the Simpsons but gaming versions. I recommend Darchigans because he's the one who has the least annoying voice.
That is
all of the gaming videos have really. I don't mean to like be mean or anything like that, but I can just watch one of them. I can just watch Darchigan forever.
Yeah, it's a key priority when looking for YouTube people who has the least irritating voice.
One of my favourite things on his YouTube channel is when he did Titanfall 2. So Titanfall, a game that nobody played. Wait, why are you scrolling down my YouTube list? Because he used to be the Titanfall hub guy.
Yeah, that's cool.
So he's now doing something else.
But yeah, I'm just trucking along with that, not doing a whole lot else.
In just Dark Souls right now.
For the most part, yeah.
Oh, I've been playing a lot of Fallout recently.
Hey.
Because I found loads of lore videos on YouTube and I'm really interested in the world, so I've just been playing lots of Fallout New Vegas.
Neat.
Because it was either that or 3. I've already pretty much played through all of 3, and Fallout New Vegas has better combat.
Yeah, and it's just a better game overall, period. Even though I think we've already actually talked about this.
Yes, we have.
Right, let's move on
To the news.
The news.
Should we go into just straight by doing that link I did with Virtua Fighter?
If you want to, sure.
Well, yeah, because this is the beginning of July.
Hey.
It's not often we actually get to do one at the beginning of a month.
Hey.
And at the beginning of a month, all of these subscription platforms give you free games.
Free.
So, and there's especially a lot of them this month
Ah.
because it's Amazon Prime Day at some point in July.
Hey.
So to celebrate that, Twitch Prime is just giving away loads of free games for PC.
Cool.
But we'll start with Xbox.
Cool.
So Xbox Games with Gold. So first on Xbox One, because they do 4 games a month, 2 on Xbox One, 2 that are backwards compatible with 360.
Mm-hmm.
So Xbox One, Assault Android Cactus.
Hey, that's a good game.
Yeah, it's free all month on Xbox Gold.
That's a genuinely pretty good light arena.
Twin stick Space Marine shooter, right?
Yeah, it's a good twin stick shmup.
Yeah, and it's co-op. Hey. And the other game, which will be available from July 16th to August 15th, bit odd, is Death Squared. Co-op puzzler. It's 4 players. Each of them control a square, trying to get it to their area, and it gets.
Oh yeah, I think I remember this.
Yeah, and then for Xbox 360, we already talked about it. Virtua Fighter 5 FS is out from the 1st till the 15th, and 16th to the 31st. Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell Conviction.
Is that the good one or the bad one?
That's the one where Sam Fisher is on the run from the law and it's much Jason Bourne here.
Oh, it's the bad one.
It's an okay one. It was the most hyped one, if I recall, outside the original games.
Whatever.
Next, for PlayStation Plus, you get a few more.
Hey.
But first things first, there's a special event for the PlayStation Plus free games.
Hey.
To celebrate Black Ops 4 and its partnership with Sony. Black Ops 3 is free until July 11th.
Neat.
That's cool. And then the main actual games, which are released all month long. Heavy Rain, because Detroit Become Human, I'm guessing, for PS4. Absolver, which is the open world MMO-ish thing.
Absolver's good. Absolver's legit good.
Would you call it an MMO? It's more Destiny-ish.
I don't know.
With martial arts card battling.
Yeah, it's a good game.
And then for the PS3, Rayman 3 HD.
Oh,
Cool, good game. I've played that originally on PS2. It's a good game.
fair enough.
Zero Escape, Zero Time Dilemma for the Vita.
Zero Escape games are good.
Yeah, so basically the basic concept in all of them is 9 people are kidnapped and have to play a deadly game. It's like Anime Saw.
It's the 999 games. If you're familiar with this, it's like cool, like horror-based visual novel type stuff.
Yes.
Get on it.
And the other Vita game. There are 2 Vita games for free this month.
Yahoo.
Space Overlords. You play as one of 4 brothers called Overlords, who are basically God. So you design your worlds, and an evil entity comes over and corrupts them. So you then have to destroy them to save them. And then Twitch, God, there's one free game for pretty much every day from the 3rd until the 18th.
Jeez. Give us the big hitters.
So if you want these, of course, log into Twitch, go to the Twitch loot icon, but you get them. You download them on your PC, and they're yours forever.
Hey, nice.
That's actually really cool. So first, this is stuff that's for the entire month.
Give us some highlights.
So the entire month, it's July 3rd to August 2nd.
Cool.
It's Neo Geo month.
Hey.
Metal Slug 3.
Mm-hmm.
Just a great running gun, classic.
I don't think you have to explain what Metal Slug is. I think
And then The Last Blade, a Neo Geo samurai fighting game.
Right.
And Twinkle Star Sprites, which is another Neo Geo, but it's a shooter puzzler.
Bam.
Like it's a top-down vertical shooter, but it's also got a puzzle game element.
Cool.
So specific releases. It ends today on the 4th. So July 3rd to 4th. Pillars of Eternity Definitive Edition.
Hey.
An Obsidian top-down CRPG.
Sweet.
Awesome. Another one also ends on the 4th from the 3rd. Cube 2.
Ooh.
A first-person puzzler. Then the bigger releases on July 4th till 11th. Battle Chef Brigade.
Hey.
Which is that cooking hack and slash where you had to be the best chef.
Battle Chef Brigade's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's dumb as all hell, but it's brilliant.
And then on the 5th to the 12th, Manual Samuel.
Hey.
2D adventure game where you have to control, I wouldn't say platform, it's just sort of like an adventure game where you have to control all of your bodily functions or else you will die. Then on the 6th to the 13th, Goner, a procedurally generated 2D platformer roguelite.
Cool.
Cool but crushing, obviously. Cute. it looks like. Next up, Hero, July 7th to the 14th. A dungeon crawler roguelite where your previous attempts can be resurrected as ghosts to help you in battle.
Hey.
That's actually a really cool idea for it, I think.
Cool.
Next, Urnog Limited. That's UUR-Nong. UUR Limited.
Okay.
July 8th to July 14th, a neon 2D platformer with co-op. It looks gorgeous.
Cool.
Like everything is a neon outline. And then another neonish game, Hue. July 9th to 15th, a platformer where everything is black in the foreground, apart from certain things that are in colour.
Hey.
And to change the world, you change the background colour, which can make things exist or vanish depending on whether they share the same colour as the background.
Cool.
I like that idea. Then on July 10th to 16th, Deponia Doomsday.
Hey.
Deponia, long-running series of point-and-click games.
Yeah.
Very comedic in tone. Then I wonder why this is here. Observer, July 11th to 17th, Cyberpunk. It's a very cyberpunk. It's a cyberpunk horror game made by some guys who made Layers of Fear.
Hey.
And it's a really cool idea actually, because the horror comes from you're an observer who can go into people's memories and minds.
Cool.
And that's where the horrorscapes come from. Then Tacoma,
Hey.
July 12th to the 18th.
That feels really bad for them guys because Tacoma literally only just came out. No, it's like you were allowed to give it away
Came
for
out a
free.
while ago, didn't it?
Not that.
I found it in my Steam library for a while.
Not that long. Maybe I'm just a bit mad now.
Then a game that has been out for a few years, July 13th to 26th, The Bridge.
Hey.
A 2D puzzle platformer based on the works of M.C. Escher.
Cool.
It's a really cool looking thing. It's all based on like sketches. It's sort of like Cuphead before Cuphead. It's all hand drawn style. Then July 14th to 27th, Brutal Legend. Another reason for people to get Brutal Legend. I love that game. I'm terrible at it, but I love it. And July 15th to 21st, The Red Strings Club.
Hey.
A cyberpunk adventure game. It's like a point-and-click adventure with an 8-bit style. It looks really cool. And apparently it's got a great story.
Cool.
Next, Tyranny, July 16th to 18th. Another Obsidian top-down CRPG. Only this time, the setting is the bad guy has already won and taken over the world, and you have to take it back.
Hey,
That's different, at least.
Hey.
Then July 17th to the 31st, Broken Age.
Hey.
That double-time point-and-click, which got all of the Kickstarter money.
Cool.
And then everyone complained that it took too long to come out. Looks great though. And then July 18th to the 31st, The Framed Collection, which is an idea where you're given a comic book page, but the panels are all messed up.
Oh, okay.
So you can see the animation in the comic book
Oh yeah,
panel,
I remember this.
and you can move it around, so it's a puzzle game.
I remember this now.
And then finally, July 18th to the 31st, Serial Cleaner.
Ooh.
Where you play as like the wolf character in Pulp Fiction or the cleaners in John Wick. You have to go into a crime scene and clean it up so the cops won't find anything and find you, obviously.
Cool.
I describe it as a reverse Party Hard, where you know it's like a level of Party Hard has just finished and you've got to clear it up.
That's fair. Yeah.
Right, so that's it. That's all the free games. There's a lot of free games this month.
3 games. It's better than the fact there's no news.
Yeah, and let's be fair, most people have Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
So if you have Amazon Prime and a decent PC, just go straight into Twitch right now.
Speaking
forever.
of no news, let's talk about news.
Let's talk about news, because there is a little bit of news.
Let's talk about the big thing that people have been getting annoyed at on the internet.
This is the biggest one, because it's sort of bubbled up over time, but now it's really...
It's Fortnite, obviously.
Yeah. You know who's to blame for this, surprisingly? Nintendo. But we'll go on to that in a bit.
Sony, if you're not aware, is facing a bit of backlash about Fortnite because Fortnite got announced for the Switch and
it's out for the Switch.
It was
out on the same day for the Switch, and people tried to log on with their Sony accounts. Yeah. Only to realise that Sony wouldn't, and it was on Sony's end, Sony wouldn't let them use their PlayStation 4 accounts to play Fortnite on the Switch.
Yeah, which, I mean, if you just think about that, then obviously you'd think, oh, duh, it's not the same thing. But when you realise that you are allowed to use your Xbox account on the Switch.
Yeah, and your PC.
And your PC account on the Switch and stuff.
Yeah. Crossplay has become such a thing that the only thing holding it back is Sony.
Yeah.
Literally, if Sony said, okay, we'll do crossplay will be everywhere.
Yeah.
But Sony, I feel like Sony are being very, very narrow-minded.
Yeah.
And they have been for years. Because it's not just Fortnite. PUBG, same problem.
Well, PUBG's not on.
Yeah, but it's on Xbox and PC crossplay.
Yeah.
But it's not with Sony.
It's not on Sony.
No, it's not, isn't it? Shit.
Yeah. So it's.
Happened with Minecraft.
Yeah.
You can play that pretty much on everything and play with other people, unless you're on a Sony console.
Me.
Like most shooters try to do crossplay these days, apart from maybe with PC. But no, Sony just are idiots, unfortunately, for this, I think. Oh, the other one! I was trying to remember what the other one was. Bethesda console mods. Sony wouldn't allow any which involved mod-created content.
Yeah.
Because they considered it a form of smuggling DLC.
I guess. I don't know. It's
like they would be they said if they allow it, they would be allowing content onto their platform which hadn't gone through Sony's.
Which is exactly what's happening. I get it, because if you do it that way, you've got to have a guy down at Sony whose entire job is to make sure no big dick mods get in.
But there is already, with the Elder Scrolls Skyrim and Fallout 4, there's already a moderation in place. That works fine.
I don't know.
It's just Sony doesn't trust other people.
So Sony, they just want to do their own thing. But yeah, apparently though there are some concessions being made by Sony. They're basically maybe gonna consider it.
It's literally a flick of a switch.
They did the usual PR speak thing of we're willing to listen to the fans in any way to help improve the gameplay experience. Yeah, it's all PR speak of basically saying we maybe will think about it.
So what was the? I'm just trying to think. I think it was Minecraft when Microsoft said it was like no, it was. I think it was actually it might have been why PUBG isn't on consoles. It was a shooter or something like that. Where they said we've literally set it up. It's a flick of a switch. We can flick a switch and it'll be cross-platform, across everything. Yeah. Sony just need to say yes, and everyone said yes.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
Probably the same here.
It might happen. It might not. We never know. But not a big deal.
It better because Fortnite's still huge.
Yeah. Talk more about Fortnite in a bit.
This one is hilarious.
Let's talk about Warner Brothers doing a bad thing. So, if you're not aware, Warner Brothers made a mobile game based on Westworld, their very successful television show franchise. The only problem with it is that Bethesda are of the belief that they basically ripped off Fallout Shelter.
Yep. This is old school video game news.
Yeah.
This is like going back to the days of Pac-Man and saying what makes a video game unique.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any of the Westworld game.
To be fair, it's Bethesda alleging it. And they do have the backing of the fact that it's also built on the exact same code as Fallout Shelter.
Oh, now see when that does happen, like the whole brought up the Pac-Man thing.
Yeah.
Pac-Man thing they were based on different code, but that's how the law of but it's enough like it sort of thing that we can get rid of it. If you're basing it on the same code, that's just immediately.
Yeah.
If it's based on the same code and it's similar enough, you're done.
So the suit alleges that Westworld features, quote, the same or highly similar game design, art style, animations, features, and other gameplay elements as Fallout Shelters.
Art style. So are all the people in the Westworld game Vault Boys?
Well, I don't know.
Because that's Fallout Shelter.
They're a bit similar-ish. I'm trying to find.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, that does look very similar.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah. The art. I just looked on the Westworld one. So we're just seeing a photo of the Westworld thing, and the rivets by the vault. The vault, as I'm going to call it. It looks exactly the same as Fallout Shelter. It's exactly the same.
Yeah. It's the layout of stuff's similar. The designs of stuff is similar. I'll be honest, it's pretty similar. To be honest.
It's. I think they have a case here.
Yes, they might do, but we can't really say much else.
Even some of the icons look the same, just on a different colour.
Oh yeah, it's happening.
It's happening.
Bethesda are involved in a news story, and for once they're not the bad guys.
Hot take, Bethesda win.
Yeah, probably. We'll see how it goes. Although, I will say, Warner does have the backing of like HBO and such like that in this regard, because...
No, HBO have the backing of Warner Bros.
Not the same thing. What's big? Well, in this case, it's a case of a large video game corporation versus a large media corporation. Like, it may not seem like a big thing, but there is an actual disparity between those two.
But the thing is, I don't think Warner Bros. Can win, but I think they can limit damage.
Yeah, possibly. But
I think that's where I go. Because when you get stuff like this, Universal lost to fledgling Nintendo over Donkey Kong.
Yeah, so
again,
we'll keep you updated on how this. We'll keep you updated on how this goes and see where this leads. Next, we're going to talk about.
This is sad.
This is a follow-up to a story we already talked about a while ago. We talked about Visceral Games.
Yeah, being closed down.
Visceral Games have been dead, and they were working on a super special Star Wars project that now they can't do.
Yeah, because Amy Hennig was the main.
Yeah.
Because
So
it was because they said it was too linear, and he said, well, and everyone's response was, well, you got the person behind Uncharted.
Yeah. But yeah, people were still of the hope that, well, Amy Hennig's still at EA, so there might be a chance. But according to Eurogamer, Amy Hennig has been gone from EA since January.
And no one noticed.
Yeah, so the Star Wars game is now officially on the shelf.
Hey, remember when EA said at E3 that they care about their developers? Literally, the CEO stood there when we care about the players and our developers.
To be fair, they say that every year. So it's just we'd like to remind you that we aren't evil. I'm sat here in my evil devil suit made of leather to remind you that we aren't evil.
And then this year came out in his sweater.
Yeah, so Amy's off founding a new indie studio though, so that's
good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good for it.
But go back to Sony.
Amy's
Sony care.
Amy's one of those people who's like one of probably the best names in like linear game design. Because it's a case of like she's on Uncharted, she did the Legacy of Kain games years ago. She's like a big deal in this kind of.
I like
game
how you
design
said single player linear games are dead.
There are people who want them to be alive.
No, but it's like single player linear games are dead. Then we've had linear games come out that have been very successful. Yeah. We've had single player games that have. God of War happened.
Yeah, the thing. Speaking from the EA perspective here, thinking in their mindset, those games are successful. They are not like all-consuming pop cultural phenomenon.
Which EA hasn't had in years.
Like basically, EA doesn't want like a God of War. They want a Fortnite. They want like a big, massive super game.
When was the last time EA had a world-conquering game?
Probably like
Battlefront 1?
Maybe.
But that was only for a week or so.
I don't know. That period of time where people were like, yeah, Battlefield's better than Call of Duty.
Yeah, Battlefield. Yeah, but Battlefield has never sold more than Call of Duty.
Yeah.
And it's just sort of in its rut right now. I'm trying to think of the EA franchises. They've killed Mass Effect.
Yeah.
Dragon's Age is depends whether Anthem is good.
Which it won't be. It won't be good.
Okay, so whether it's successful.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to think of the franchises, and they haven't got many.
EA's franchises are too like well, actually no, hold on. Now, EA have got big franchises. They've got their sports games.
Yeah,
they've got sports titles. Those will keep them going for a while.
Yeah, but they want the core gamer crowd, and you're not gonna get it, EA, if you keep doing shit like this.
So EA are bad. Amy Hennig's doing
The reason
cool
Activision has Call of Duty is that they also have everything else.
Yeah.
The reason Ubisoft have Assassin's Creed is because they have.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's EA. I think that they're the biggest game company in the world. Yet I feel like they've got too much tunnel vision to really do anything with it.
I don't know.
They're putting all their chips in Anthem, and I don't think it's gonna sell.
It's not gonna work. But yeah. Best of luck to.
And the Star Wars project has failed. Let's just.
Yeah. Sad there's not a big Star Wars game, but best of luck to Amy for whatever she.
Yeah, definitely.
She'll end up doing good stuff.
The EA Star Wars, the EA Disney Star Wars, that's been a shit show, hasn't it? Really.
Honestly, after the Battlefront 2 stuff, I'm surprised it's still
No, it isn't.
Intact.
It isn't anymore.
Oh.
Disney are shopping out. Disney are considering shopping out. Because they can pull it whenever they like.
The thing is, Disney, you wouldn't have this problem if you decide to still have a games division.
Disney wouldn't have this problem if you decided to license out Star Wars like a sane license holder.
To be fair though, the most successful thing in their games division was what? Split Second. An epic Mickey for that period.
Kingdom Hearts technically.
Yeah, I guess. Speaking of Kingdom Hearts type things.
Tetsuya Nomura, literally, let's go.
Yeah, let's talk about Tetsuya Nomura, who has officially conceded the fact that maybe, just maybe, they announced the Final Fantasy VII remake a little bit too early.
But he does not save it, justify it by saying they had to do it while it was completely a mystery. So it would be a big announcement.
Yeah.
And it would get a lot of hype. Nah.
I can understand that. So yeah, it did. So we were. Oh, I think we were a little bit surprised that it didn't show up at E3. I think a lot of people expected it, and I've just realised now that the thing hasn't been shown since 2015. Jeez.
Given that one of their most recent announcements was it's in development.
Yeah. I don't know.
So they just had they had to show something. But I would have thought I wouldn't have done the whole trailer, show a gameplay demo based off Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have done any of that. I would have just said I would have done the Bethesda this year.
Yeah.
Show a logo.
Yeah.
And wait until he had something more for next year and keep trickling it instead of doing boom.
Yeah.
Nothing for years.
I can understand that, but I don't know. It'll be out at some point. Hopefully. It's a bit depressing that it's taken this long, and seriously, 2015 might not seem that far away ago, but it's a long time ago.
4 years.
That's 4 years ago.
4 years, yes.
That's 4 years ago.
Shit.
It's a long time.
I think it's is it 3? Near enough.
I have started and graduated university in the time since it got announced. that shows a lot of time. But yeah, I don't know.
A chapter of life has happened.
Anyway, let's talk about Fortnite again.
Something I'm oddly interested in. I still have no interest in playing Fortnite. I might dabble at some point.
Yeah, we're going to talk about Fortnite again some more.
But this is really weird. Fortnite is trickling a story in.
I mean, to be fair though, Fortnite does have a single player mode.
True.
That no one seems to know about.
True, but into the Battle Royale mode, like they're having the multiplayer mode with a story. This isn't the first time, because last season they had a meteor in the sky which then landed and changed the map.
Oh, okay.
Fortnite isn't releasing new maps, they're changing the current map. Is what they're doing. So you grow attached to it and stuff like that. So, you know, they had this whole thing, they've launched a rocket and they've cracked the sky open.
Stuff's happening.
So stuff's happening, and it's just, I think that's a really cool thing. I love it when a multiplayer focused game tries to weave a story in through multiplayer events.
Yeah.
Overwatch has technically done it. Like Overwatch put in backstory stuff in their events and stuff like that. TF2 is like the classic example. Team Fortress 2 is the classic example of putting in a story in a multiplayer game, but they did it all outside of the game. Outside of like voice dialogues and stuff like that. For Team Fortress 2, gameplay, outside of the fact that it exists, is non-canon.
There's the old thing of the Call of Duty Zombie mode has that continuous story throughout the match.
Yeah.
If that counts, I guess it does.
Yeah, it does. Even Call of Duty Ghosts of all things had a little bit of that because one of the multiplayer maps has a rocket launch. It crashes and then you see some like parasites
cool.
which leads into that game zombie mode.
Cool.
But yeah, so this thing happened for season 5 to bring in more stuff, and that's a cool idea.
Yeah.
It's odd to see Epic doing it as well.
Yeah.
Though of course my favourite story of this was Epic said this is happening now. You might miss it. This is only happening once. So like people stopped playing Fortnite, just stood there watching it. Apart from one player in this game, killed everyone. Got the record number of kills in a single match.
Jeez.
He'll probably have it stripped of him because that was cheap, but you know.
I don't know. But yeah, I appreciate when big games try and do cool stuff that's actually interesting and tries to change up the medium. I don't know. It's interesting, I guess.
Yeah, I always love it when games do that. I just thought it was nice to appreciate it.
Yeah.
Next,
we're going to talk about...
This is you all over.
We're going to talk about 2 doses of From Software, these next 2 pieces. So, From Software president Hidetaki Miyazaki is hinting at the possibility of a new Armored Core game.
Was it Yasunori Ogura, as the article states? Probably both.
It's a bit. Basically, From Software
have said that we're going to keep doing Armored Core games, probably.
If you're not familiar, before From Software became famous for Dark Souls and Bloodborne and all sorts of other things, they made some robot games called the Armored Core franchise. Which is basically, imagine like your traditional mech game, but with a much more militaristic idea.
It's considered one of the more legendary, I guess you could say, mech games, along with Mech Warrior and I guess Heavy Metal.
Yeah, like those games are very much like flashy robots doing fights and stuff. Armored Core was more about...
Well, no, MechWarrior. MechWarrior is very much an heavy metal. That's what I meant with Armored Core. Like the flashy mech games like Zone of the Enders and stuff like that.
Yeah.
MechWarrior and Heavy Metal and Armored Core are very much you have to control this mech.
Yeah. Armored Core was very much about the construction, the management, the maintenance, and the technical aspects of your mech.
Mm-hmm.
And it was much more militaristic in its attitude. But it was really cool. And actually interesting in a cool way. And
had a silly plot, didn't it?
A bit, yeah. I mean, mech games always have silly plots.
Yeah, true.
So yeah. So From Software are saying, we know we make these other games, but we're still going to try and make more Armored Core games. Which is cool.
And they also announced that a game they've announced called Deracine
Hey.
is not one of their 3 major titles,
Yeah.
which means Armored Core might be getting
Maybe.
the special treatment.
Hey, that's cool. More Armored Core for me, please.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of From Software games,
And many other companies.
let's talk about Amazon Italy being
It's always Amazon as well.
being baddies and deciding to leak the details of some releases. Mainly Bloodborne 2.
And Sunset Overdrive 2, those are the 2 big ones.
Yeah.
Bloodborne 2, we didn't know that was happening. Well, we kind of knew Bloodborne 2 was going to happen.
Yeah. So Bloodborne 2 and Sunset Overdrive currently have placeholder dates on Amazon Italy for December 31st, 2019.
That's a placeholder date.
Yeah.
So yeah, no real date probably.
Yeah.
But so holiday next year. This seems like a really early time to start shopping it out to distributors.
There's also the listing for a new Splinter Cell game,
which wasn't at E3.
Yeah.
But so it might be at Gamescom.
Maybe.
Fair enough.
That's something, I guess.
I'm not surprised Bloodborne 2 is happening.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised a new Splinter Cell game is happening because I am kind of surprised Sunset Overdrive 2 is happening.
Yeah.
But then again, it was one of Xbox's biggest exclusives at the time.
Yeah, to be fair, it was one of the only good games they had at the time.
True.
I mean, if it's the only thing, it will obviously become the best.
But everyone was happy with it because it was basically just, because you just played the game, it's like, hey, do you remember Jet Set Radio?
Yeah.
This is like Jet Set Radio.
Yeah, kind of.
But with shooting.
Yeah. But yeah.
It's got a lot of Jet Set Radio nostalgia going on.
Yeah.
And it's only with more punk music than just...
Yeah, well, all the people on Kickstarter are trying to reboot Jet Set Radio.
It already happened. Hover came out.
Yeah.
Go play Hover.
And that game is only one. I forget that one. That one was cool. But yeah.
Just like there's one game I really want on Steam and it's Hover because it's basically open world co-op Jet Set Radio.
Yeah, do that.
With the same composer. I'm in.
Yeah. But yeah, those games might be coming out. Take it all with a grain of salt because it's obviously weird European Amazon listings. That's not a direct source. But, maybe just...
It means the games are probably happening right now.
Yeah.
Whether they will later is up for debate.
Yeah. Next, we're going to talk about more lawsuits.
We're going back to the courtroom.
More lawsuits, this time involving Friday the 13th, the game. You remember that game?
Yeah.
It's a good game.
It's an okay game.
Yeah.
Which requires you to know everyone in the room, or at least everyone in the game to be role-playing.
Yeah. So, basically, at the moment, well, more like last summer, basically, Vic Miller, who's the screenwriter for the original Friday the 13th film, basically decided that
he owned Friday the 13th.
He owned the rights to the franchise and has set out to claim them in a series of lawsuits. And
against everyone.
Yeah. Which has led to a lot of various things. The main thing for our interest being that Friday the 13th, the game, is basically not going to get any new content.
It's done.
Ever.
At this point, yeah.
Yeah.
Which sucks. The game's already pretty content rich, but a game like that, it kind of needs new stuff trickling out to keep people invested. I think this kills the game, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's a shame. I like the game, it was a cool idea and stuff. That Dead by Daylight was basically a worse version of it.
I think Dead by Daylight's a better version of it. I think it's more focused.
I don't know. But yeah, it's sad when stuff like this happens. It's not
who knows? Might randomly get a Jason Voorhees in Dead by Daylight for this because
maybe. I mean, he's not going anywhere else.
So is Victor Miller actually suing? Because he's got to sue like 10 different people, hasn't he?
It's a whole other thing. It's probably hard to go into now. But
no, I'm just saying, how long do you think this will take? This lawsuit.
I mean, it's been going on since last summer, so
probably a couple more years. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a big thing. But hey, that's It's a shame, but hopefully some good stuff can come out of it at the end.
Why does he even want Friday the 13th that bad? He's not getting any money from it.
It's a big franchise deal.
Is it?
Friday the 13th, like if you think about horror franchises, Friday the 13th is like probably top of the list.
Yeah, but I think it's fallen off. I think now Friday the 13th has sort of gone away.
I don't know.
After the reboot, after the remake didn't do so hot, I think it's going away.
I mean, in the cultural context it is.
In the
Maybe
cultural
maybe not
context-
in the current culture.
I would say in the cultural context, Paranormal Activity is more than Friday the 13th.
Oh, I don't know.
That maybe Insidious.
I don't know. Those two are probably a bit more dated in this regard. But hey, we're talking about horror stuff, not video game stuff. Let's talk about cool other video game stuff.
Let's talk about Nintendo and its indie games.
Yeah, let's talk about Hollow Knight, a game that I really, really, really like.
A gorgeous monochrome Metroidvania.
Yeah, that is really good and
Sold well.
has sold 250,000 copies on the Switch in its first 2 weeks of being on the Switch. That's great.
Which is insane, especially for a port of an indie game.
Yeah.
It shows, people just want everything on Switch.
Yeah.
And they will buy everything on Switch.
Yeah, so yeah. Reggie was saying with Waypoint that it's doing very well, exceptionally well. And if Reggie's coming out and saying things are doing well, that means you've got a good...
Reggie doesn't normally talk about other games, doesn't he?
Yeah. That means that Team Cherry, the guys who develop it, have probably got some good insight with Nintendo.
They are working on a patch for some bugs in the port, but other than that, it's just
good on. Maybe Team Cherry get brought on to Nintendo full time. That seems like kind of obvious.
Maybe.
Although they might decide to pull a yacht club and run away.
Which, to be fair enough to them.
Yeah.
So they formed because they didn't want to work with A4 and be under its thumb. So
I don't know. I just thought that was a nice story. I like Hollow Knight. I'm glad it's doing well. Hip hip hooray.
You're glad it's doing well again because it wasn't exactly a failure of an indie game on PC.
Yeah.
So.
But like this is very exceptional.
Hmm.
Yeah. Next, let's talk about Animus.
Let's talk about the most anime thing I've ever heard.
Arc System Works.
Arc System Works, literally the people who make anime fighting games.
Have announced they're making a game based on Trigger's Kill la Kill.
Developed by A+, who's just an Arc System Works developer.
Yeah.
It's a fighting game based off Kill la Kill.
Yeah, Kill la Kill, if you're not aware, is a very, 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 very good and very, 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 very stupid anime that is...
Where clothes are your weapons.
Is over the top to the point of...
Hilarity.
Kind of being the best thing ever.
Yeah.
I'd recommend watching it to anyone if they're down with dumb, absolute
So
stupid
it's been published by Arc System and developed by A+, who did a Little Witch Academia game, so fair enough.
Yeah,
anime tie-in. To do anime.
Anime tie-in combat games are cool. Yeah. More things.
This is going to be weird as hell. I'm immediately sure of it.
I'm happy with this. It's cool. Speaking of dumb anime things.
Yes, even more dumb. This is the dumbest news story ever.
It kind of is, but at the same time it's not. It's something that I'm really interested in. So, King of Fighters All-Star was announced. Not All-Stars, All-Star.
Because of course it was.
Was announced. And at the actual show, Netmarble have announced that Afina Samia, who is
a character in the game,
who's like the idol character in the game and part of the Cycle Soldiers team, is going to debut as a virtual YouTuber, in their words, which is a thing.
No, but here's the thing. She's not. I just read it. She's not technically virtual because she's not an AI. Because she's just being voiced by the actress.
Yeah,
she's just going to be scripted YouTube videos. It's going to be a fictional YouTuber.
Yeah.
Not a digital one, a virtual one. They're normally actually robots.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm curious what you think about this idea of virtual YouTubers. Is this the new evolution in YouTube technologies?
Damn computers! They're taking even the creative jobs.
There's a question. Has YouTube Let's Play type stuff? Because I'm assuming it's like Let's Play type stuff.
Oh, it will be. Probably all of King of Fighters.
Yeah. Has it reached the point, such a point of it's all the same that a computer can do it easily enough?
I don't know, because a lot of it is based on the person, but a lot of people like the same stuff, and it's
not the same. This isn't the same as someone like AI Chan, which is that YouTube anime AI who plays like Fortnite and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, that's an actual computer.
I'm surprised that AI is allowed because that's technically using a bot.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that technically be using a bot, or is someone playing and the AI is reacting?
To be fair, I don't know how AI actually works because it's not. I don't know if it's a case of the game is playing, the computer is playing, and Let's playing alongside it, or someone else is playing and it's artificially reacting.
And it's running commentary.
It's artificially reacting to the gameplay.
I've never experienced virtual because they're normally all in Japanese.
Yeah.
So I don't know how natural they sound.
It's weird sometimes.
Is it weird?
I remember the Fortnite one that she did was amazing because every time it's on the parachute, it's just her going. By her just making noises as it goes down. And it's partly realistic to a lot of regular YouTube because it's just her being quiet for a while, and then anytime she goes, she screams a lot. So it's kind of realistic.
Unfortunately, then I read at the end, King of Fighters All Star is not a proper game.
Yeah, it's
a mobile game.
Yeah, who cares? No one really cares about the game.
No one cares about the game. Everyone cares about what the hell are they doing.
It's a dumb, cool idea, and I want to see how it works because I like dumb YouTube things.
Meanwhile, I saw a news story on the side of this article, which has made me very interested. It's immediately piqued my interest. Splatoon 2 celebrates its first anniversary, huzzah, with a squid versus octopus Splatfest. That is going to be murders.
That's a Splatfest I'm down with. Gotta go squids, right?
Are you an Inkling or an Octarian? What's going to happen here?
I gotta go with squids, but dude. Squid's way there. Squid's way more delicious than octopus. I assume that's the way we're going with this.
If that's where we're going with this, I'm going to have to say squid as well.
Yeah.
Squid is tasty. But if you're a Splatoon fan, are you on the octopus's side or the squid side?
Is this the vote for this week?
Yeah.
I mean, he's going to make the Splatfest quiz. Make it all.
No. But only as a food.
Yeah,
as a food.
Yeah, that's the vote for this week on Twitter.
As a food, squid or octopus.
That's the vote for this time on Twitter. As a food specifically, squid or octopus.
Not in Splatoon, just as a food.
Yeah.
Next, this news story that makes me kind of annoyed.
This is an interesting one. So, sources from Kotaku are claiming that Google is going to plan a game platform that could have the ability to take on Xbox and PlayStation.
Nope. Again, I am a stickler to history.
Yeah.
Google tried this
with
PC and it didn't work.
Yeah. Well, there aren't many specifics out, but apparently their plans have some kind of three-pronged approach of 1, some sort of streaming platform, 2, some sort of hardware, and 3, an attempt to bring game developers under the Google umbrella. So,
I'm not.
I'll be honest, and I'm not sure how many people are going to remember this name, but it sounds a lot like the Ouya.
Yeah, it does. And it's
no. Do you know what it sounds like? You know what? It sounds like OnLive.
Oh no! Like what is cloud gaming?
Box. Wait, you get a box. You buy the box. You buy a membership, and then you can just stream games from the box. But this time we're going to have people come on and make games specifically for the box. This could be real. This could be not. I don't know.
After they failed to buy Twitch, I don't know what's real anymore.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. You know, they already tried it with an Android-based console but then Amazon did it. Yeah. Amazon have been beating Google to the... So I bet this will turn into the Amazon console at any point now.
Yeah, so apparently Google representatives have already been meeting with big video game companies to gauge the interest in a streaming platform currently codenamed as Yeti.
Google have just been getting the crap kicked out of them when it comes to gaming, haven't they?
Yeah.
Because I just saw as well. They were responsible for Pokemon Go after the developer left Google.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It's like they can't catch a break.
Yeah.
And it's kind of hilarious. Maybe this is why they're so bitter at YouTube.
Yeah. I don't know. It's an interesting idea. I don't think it's worked ever. Because it sounds a lot...
Android gaming as a core gaming conceit has never worked.
Yes, it sounds a lot like OnLive, which was a historically terrible idea.
It sounds a lot like the Ouya.
It sounds like a lot like the Ouya, which was also a terrible failure.
All the good games on the Ouya just went to PC.
It sounds a lot like that PlayStation Now streaming subscription thing you can get.
Which is working.
Kind of.
But that's because it's... No, but here's the thing. With the PlayStation Now and the Xbox Game Pass, it's actual games.
Yeah, it's not popular, but it's there.
Yeah, and Xbox, but we do have the success story of Xbox Games Pass.
Yeah,
which is kicking it.
No one's ever tried to do an exclusively streaming-based platform.
Xbox Games Pass.
Yeah, but that's not like Xbox itself is still games and
Yeah.
buy the actual games physically.
Yeah, you can still buy games.
No one has ever decided to do an actual platform where 100% of games are streaming-based.
Yeah, and it's
Unless you count the PSP Go.
Oh yeah, the PSP Go, which had no VOD port.
Yeah, the PSP Go didn't have discs. You had to get all your games from online services. I don't know. This could be a real thing. It seems like it's kind of getting there. This could be another. Let us know. What do you think?
What do you think about Google potentially having another crack at video games?
Do you think this could work, or do you think this could be a historic failure? You tell us.
Don't email me because Google might shut me down.
Maybe. We don't want Google find us out. What have you got? You got any cool things?
Nope. This is it for my news. So let's go on to this.
Yeah. So last bit of news.
Let's go on to this.
Last bit of little silly news. So CD Projekt Red currently developing fun game Cyberpunk 2077 or
and something else. They have said they're doing something else as well.
So they have basically said, could you please stop asking us about Siri, please? If you're not familiar with that, what that means, so in The Witcher 3, the previous game CD Projekt Red made, a character named Siri went into a portal to another dimension.
And was never seen again.
No, she went in and came back.
Mm-hmm.
This is in the midpoint of the game where you reunite with her later down the line. When you ask her what the world she was in was like, she describes what might as well be Cyberpunk 2077.
So CD Projekt Red are just saying the game's not out yet.
Basically, she describes it as basically like metal poles that are meant to be like guns and flying cars and
basic
a future scenario.
So I bet they put this in so it would be a fun Easter egg when like you see Siri in Cyberpunk, something like that, and now it's annoying the balls off them.
Yeah, it feels like, I don't know, for a game that's barely out yet or not even near being finished.
It's out next year, the year after, potentially.
It feels like a weird thing to be asking people, like not asking them, could you give us details about how the game works?
So where is this Easter egg going?
Yeah, tell us if the Easter egg is in the game. Is it a crossover? Tell us.
I would bet the game comes out, no one can find her, and they ask CD Projekt Red, well, we took him out because of you.
Yeah.
From sheer.
This is, I don't know. I don't know. Could be there, could be not. Who knows? It's a dumb thing.
Right.
But yeah,
I love spite.
That is the news. Shall we move on to the releases?
Let's move on to the releases.
Explosives have been detected ahead. It's a booby trap by the enemies.
We're back.
Yo.
Time for the releases.
Let's talk about what came out yesterday.
Yes.
Because if there's one thing we're known, it's for living in the past.
Yes. It's been completely out of date in every respect.
So on the 3rd of July, we got 2 games: Jurassic World Evolution,
which is just like a Zoo Tycoon.
But you have to take care of the dinosaurs, and the dinosaurs can escape.
Did you see that? Did you see that GIF that was going around about this game?
No.
The GIF was just like a T-Rex. It's not a T-Rex. It's like a raptor or something like that, just out of the cage, stood in the middle of the road, and then the people, like the visitors, are just running into the raptor and falling over in a big pile.
Oh, there's going to be some jank. It's a Tycoon.
It's just a giant pile of raptors and like a pile of people, and the raptors are like going on.
Next was Red Faction Guerrilla Remastered, which is a great title. And THQ Nordic, which seems to own all the very interesting but only middlingly successful games of the last the PlayStation 3 Xbox 360 era.
Someone made a point on Twitter of like, why are we getting cool HD re-releases of old THQ games with terrible subtitles? Red Faction Guerrilla Remastered. We got the Darksiders 2.
Death Becomes something like
Death Becomes Edition or something like that. It's all the weird. It's just like, I don't know. Why can't they just have like cool names? Oh, the original Darksiders one, the War Master Edition. Why can't I just have Game of the Year Edition?
And then
that feels normal.
Coming out on the 6th.
Yes.
This isn't out yet. We're going to the future. For PlayStation 4, Hunting Simulator. It's a hunting simulator.
That's it. Hunting Simulator.
That's literally its name.
All we got.
It's not got a year. It's not got anything. So
let's talk about July.
let's talk about the rest of the month.
Yeah.
So first, we already talked about it. Bomber Crew coming out
yeah.
for PS4, Xbox One, and Switch on the 10th by Curve Digital.
Yeah.
It's a game. It's a cute-looking game where you control, where you and friends have to crew a bomber. Yeah. Next, that's all there is to say about that one. Really.
Okay. I was about to ask, is it just Bomber?
No, it's not. No, it's not. You are all. If you've ever played like Lovers in a Dangerous Space Time,
Right.
it's sort of like that, but only it's a World War II bomber.
Oh,
and
cool.
you're not running around. You're sort of just manning your
Yeah,
posts.
that's cool.
Next, big smack of JRPG from Sega. Shining Resonance Refrain for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Switch. Definitely classic anime.
JRPG nonsense.
Yep.
If you like that sort of thing, give that a shout, I guess.
Next, a game which honestly confuses me.
From the 13th.
PlayStation 4 and Switch from P-Cube. It is already on Steam. All-Star Fruit Racing.
Okay.
It's a fruit-themed kart racer with no character design whatsoever. They look like avatars from the Xbox.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
It sounds like it's made up.
It's real.
It sounds like a game that would be in a film that they can't put real games in, so they're going to make up a game. All-Star Fruit Racing.
Yeah, it's
I don't know. It's weird.
a horrendous thing. Next.
Speaking of good games.
Speaking of actually good games.
Yeah.
Well, we don't know if All-Star Fruit Racing is bad. We're going to hold off judgments, but
I mean.
Next.
I feel like we're allowed to judge All-Star Fruit Racing.
But next, games with lots of
Good.
character. Captain Toad Treasure Tracker getting a Switch port finally, and a 3DS port because.
Yay! Alright, again, Captain Toad Treasure Tracker is a good game. Get on it, peoples. Yeah. Next, from Gearbox, also on the 13th, PS4, Xbox One, PC.
Earthfall. Now, I've had a little look at this. If I can spot it. Apparently it's a Left 4 Dead clone,
Oh,
but with aliens.
okay.
And it's got a 7 out of 10 on Steam.
Okay. I would not expect anything else from Gearbox Publishing.
Yeah, I'm just on its Steam page right now. Now available, Earthfall is a cooperative shooter for up to 4 players. Using team-based tactics to fortify holdouts and complete objectives, players must work together to survive. By Holospark.
Okay, that sounds generic.
And
Generic as all hell.
Yeah, and the screenshots look very Left 4 Dead. It looks gorgeous, but it's very Left 4 Dead. Next, a game I can find literally nothing about.
There's another game that looks made up.
The PS4, Xbox One, and Switch. It's getting all the major consoles, brother.
Yeah.
From Bandai Namco.
Oh no, you want the one above.
No, I'm not.
PS4.
Oh no, I'm not. I want to talk about that one though. I'm just going to say it now because I talked about it now.
Okay.
Hotel Transylvania 3 Monsters Overboard. That game doesn't. I can't find anything about that game.
Because it's a movie, more than the game. I don't know. But yeah, other than that, the one I'm talking about is for PS4 only, same day, Murd Games, Hero Defense.
Now,
I feel like Chris is researching all this stuff.
I'm
going to make an honest guess that he's not going to be able to find a single thing about this game.
I have found its Steam page.
That's
Thank you very much.
It's such a generic title. What are the two most generic words in video games? Hero
Okay.
offense? No, defense.
Guess what it is?
Is it a tower defense game?
No.
Ooh. Is it an RPG?
Well,
Is it a tactical RPG?
no. Well, no. It is a tower defense.
Oh.
And it's a tactical RPG.
It's both.
And it's a MOBA.
What?
It's all three.
Hey.
It's a co-op MOBA.
Okay.
I think it says something that the reviews for it, one of them is in English, one of them is in Russian, and one of them is in German.
That makes sense. They should have just called, if they were going to be a MOBA, they should have just gone to the MOBA wheel and just gave it a MOBA name, like Champions of the...
Well, it's not a MOBA.
Of the Arena Battle Crystals.
Creeps crumble, heroes rise. Command a team of renegade heroes and impale Slash, tear, and burn through legions of undead hell-bent on world domination. Your mission to defeat the world's most powerful vampire, Count Necrosis, which is also a very generic name for a vampire.
Okay, that's something, I guess.
That's just
I don't know.
silly.
Anyway. Next, speaking of other silly things. PS4, Xbox One, Switch, Warner Bros. 13th. Lego, The Incredibles.
Yeah, it seems weird to do a full Incredibles game given there's only been 2 movies.
Yeah,
They normally wait for the 3rd, but
I don't know. It's something, I guess.
it's gonna be fine. They've made Lego games off of one movie before, Lego Indiana Jones 2.
Yeah.
The only Lego game I've ever given up on that one. But it does look, I have seen some gameplay of it. It looks fun, it looks like a Lego game. Open world superhero stuff going on.
It is a big one. 13th.
It is a big one.
Switch, Square Enix.
It's finally out!
Octopath Traveler.
The big classic JRPG that everyone on Switch wants.
Yahoo.
Hopefully.
Get that on there, I guess. That's something cool. On the 17th, PS4, Xbox One, Switch from Sega, Sonic Mania Plus.
Yes! PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Switch. It's Sonic Mania, all the same level and stuff like that. 2 new characters,
Yeah.
Mighty the Armadillo and Ray the Flying Squirrel from Sega Sonic the arcade game.
We talked about this, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
I'm still like, yeah, I'm hyped. It looks great. There's more stuff. New characters, obviously. And they have had one of the greatest marketing ideas where they just put out animated shorts, like they're fully 2D animated shorts by the same people who did the intro to Sonic Mania.
Hey, that's cool.
They look great. They're like classic Looney Tunes shots. They're silenced. They're amazing.
That's legit cool. Well done, gang.
Next.
Next, PS4, Xbox One, Switch, PC, from Bandai Namco on the 20th.
This is weird. Okay, so Adventure Time, Pirates of the Enchiridion. I like Adventure Time. I'll fully say it. It's a surprisingly deep show.
This isn't like a hot take. Most people are in the same boat.
Yeah, it's a surprisingly deep show. Problem. Show's ended. This game is coming out after the show has been cancelled. Well, cancelled, finished.
Yeah, you can still get some more out of it. It's not a big deal.
Right, next.
Ooh, hello.
Oh wait, no, I did search up the Adventure Time one because I don't actually know what it is.
Oh.
It's 3D. They don't normally do that. They normally go for a retro 8-bit thing. Is it like a 3D hack and slash? What is it?
I don't know.
Oh wait, it's on Steam because of course it is. So the entire world is flooded, and is it just a 3D adventure game?
I don't know, maybe.
There's no tags.
Oh,
so
no.
There's no tags to help.
I don't know. It's something about Adventure Time. Maybe give that a go. I don't know.
Next.
On
Switch. We're getting a couple Switch ports now.
Yeah, Switch port from Merge Games on the
Both
20th.
on the two, both on Merge, both on the Switch, both on the 20th. First one, Slain, Back from Hell.
Slain is... I know Slain quite well. I know Slain quite well because I backed it on Kickstarter. Slain is a...
heavy metal combat game with puzzle elements.
It's a Metroidvania.
Yeah.
Very like Castlevania based kind of heavy metal, super bloody violence thing that, I'll be honest, didn't end up being very good.
But you can get it right now on Steam. As in right now, it's on some sales.
Hey!
For 80% off.
Yeah, that says a lot.
So you can buy just the game for £1.99, or you can buy the bundle, which comes with the deluxe content, for £2.88.
Might as well get the deluxe one, I guess. I'll be honest, it's not that great, so I probably don't get it.
Next, another game that's also on Steam, because this is a port, The Coma Recut.
Yeah.
It appears to be a visual novel.
Oh, that's nice.
So, you are Young Ho.
Oh.
Oh, I'm sorry. A Korean high school student trapped and relentlessly pursued by a psychotic killer in the hellish corridors of Seoul High. Run, hide, explore, and survive while piecing together the mystery, The Coma, in this remastered version of the Korean cult classic. So it's a Korean game.
Hey, that's something, I guess. Well done.
The good news is your school's about to explode. The bad news is you're trapped in it with her.
Yeah. It's Summit.
It's also on sale. You get the game for £3.29 with 70% off, or 71% off for the deluxe edition, where you get the game and the soundtrack and art.
Cool. Maybe get that on Switch if there aren't any other games on Switch.
Yes. Next.
PS4 and Switch from Nipponichi Software on the 20th. Touhou Gensu Wanderer Reloaded.
Anime as hell, 2D vertical shooter as always, probably.
Man, cool.
Yeah, fair enough. There's so many Touhou games that come out every year.
Yeah.
There's so many. Next.
Next, on digital only. PS4, Xbox One, Switch, PC from Versus Evil.
Published by Versus Evil on the 24th.
The Banner Saga 3.
3? That was a quick turnaround from 2, it feels like.
They're all based on the same content, so it's not exactly hard.
True, but yeah, anyway, the Banner Saga 1 was excellent. I don't quite know how Banner Saga 2 did.
Banner Saga 2 was alright.
That you remember?
It was the same game, basically.
Did it have it? No, but the whole idea of Banner Saga was that its plot is what carries it.
Yeah, it was the same, basically. There wasn't much different to it. Different kind of story, but the gameplay and all that stuff was fairly similar, so... I don't know. Third one's probably the same as well. Give that a go. Boom, boom. Another generic sounding game coming here.
PlayStation 4, Xbox One and PC from Maximum Games, so you know it's going to be generic as hell. 24th, Train Sim World.
Train Sim World. You know, for your train sims.
Here's the thing, I saw out of nowhere, I saw a trailer for a train simulator. That wasn't Train Sim World, it was just a train simulator. It looked gorgeous. It looked like a really peaceful, relaxing game to go back to. Why do I have a feeling Train Sim World is a knockoff?
Because it always is. Simulators aren't interesting in any real way that people think they are.
Unless you just use them for, you know...
Unless you use them as an ASMR kick.
Yeah, which a lot of people do.
Which if you want an ASMR kick, you know you can go on YouTube and get that for free, right?
Train Sim World is a first-person train simulator.
Oh, it is proper ASMR.
That's a meme!
That's proper ASMR. All I need is a sexy lady whispering to you about
it has mixed reviews, but it's also on sale, so, you know.
Next.
Go Vacation. This is actually a classic series.
Switch, Nintendo, 27th.
It's by Bandai Namco as well. Bandai Namco helped make these. Because they have a working relationship.
That's cool.
Go Vacation is a collection, really, of games that was released for the Wii originally. And it's basically various vacation areas that you would go to.
Cool.
Like Go Vacation originally was released on the Wii, the actual Go Vacation game. But it also had like games like Wii Ski, Wii Board and stuff like that. So basically, you want to go up the mountains to a tropical and stuff like that. And it's a Wii game. And now there's one for the Switch. And from what I've seen, they're actually pretty good.
That's something. Maybe give that a try, why not?
Next, kind of a thing.
PS4, Xbox One, Switch, PC from Gearbox on the 27th. Hello Neighbour.
Hello Neighbour is actually coming out.
Hey, that's nice. I'm not familiar with Hello Neighbour. Give me this one.
Hello Neighbour is it was one of these like it was a game theorist's delight when it was coming out because it was like drip feeding you information about it. It was early access, but its idea is you just moved into your new house and you've got a neighbour, and your neighbour does weird things. Like he's a weird dude. Like he's got a locked up door to his basement and stuff like that. And you try to figure out... I can
hear MatPat typing away already.
So you go in and you try to figure out, it's a stealth game with a horror element where you can be buried alive and stuff like that, where you're just trying to, find out what's going on, sneak around, hide from him, stuff like that in his house, and run back to your house and sort of hide there and stuff like that. And he builds up the house as it goes, like it gets like insane rooms and stuff like that going into it. And stuff like that.
That's on it.
And yeah, it's got this whole like, is he the devil? Is he working with the devil? Sort of thing. Only it's less like bullshit theory and more like they pretty much just say what's in the game. Easter eggs.
Yeah, it's not a MatPat type situation.
Well, no, MatPat was the one who sort of like did all that stuff for it, but it's like he's basing it off like you can like see 666 and there's a image they released which has a dark shadowy figure looming over the neighbour and stuff like that. So there's definitely stuff with that game.
An interesting one that
it's a cool little thing. Next, what?
Xbox One. What? 505 games, 27th.
No Man's Sky.
To be fair, I don't know if No Man's Sky's on Xbox One.
It's not.
Then
it was a Sony exclusive. It was Sony PC exclusive.
Now it's on Xbox One.
Okay.
Yeah. Remember everyone, it's not a bad game.
No Man's Sky is a good game now.
No. It was never bad. Go into it with no expectations and you'll be fine.
You can go into it with a little bit of expectation now.
No, don't expect anything. Just buy it and you'll enjoy it.
Go in, don't expect multiplayer, but it actually has like base building.
To save you the trouble that everyone else somehow got themselves into, it's not fucking Minecraft in space or some shit.
Oh no, it's never that. It's more like a survival game in space.
I don't want to get into No Man's Sky again. We had the continuous joke ages ago of I never wanted to talk about No Man's Sky.
No, because No Man's Sky was in the news every single week for 2 years.
Yeah. Because people were like, it's not the game you said we did. It was like, well, we never said it was that. Well, you ain't
No, but then
wrong.
it kept getting new shit.
Again, I've said this before and I'll say this again. That game, No Man's Sky, failed because it was a very simple idea that would have done very well at like the £15, £20 indie game range. But then Sony were like, hey, this tech's really cool, can we make this the biggest thing in the world? And they're like, okay. And then they did, and then people were disappointed that it was about a 15, 20 quid indie game.
So, next.
Yeah, enough of my rant. Next.
Rumbo.
PS4, Switch, merge, games, 27th.
I'm looking at this up right now. I'm on the Nintendo page. for it.
Rumbo is a cool game.
It looks amazing.
As far as I remember, Rumbo is a very psychedelic, multicolour game, multiplayer combat type game where you do running.
It was on Wii U, which is where I'm seeing it right now.
Yeah, hence why it's now on here.
Hence why it's now on everything.
Yeah.
Um,
But yeah, like Rumbo was one of the good games on the Wii U, and now it's on proper consoles. So hey, that's all.
yeah, fair enough. Next, the Banner Saga Trilogy. That's a quick turnover from Banner Saga 3.
I mean, it's not that hard.
No, true.
This will be like the physical release of all three,
Yes.
which makes
On
sense.
505, on 27th, PS4 and Xbox One.
Hey.
All three Banner Saga games. That's a...
If you haven't played those before, grab that.
It feels like it sort of takes away from Banner Saga 3 though.
I
That
know.
said, I guess Banner Saga 3 being released is for people who own Banner Saga 1
Yeah.
and 2.
Yeah. Anyway, here's a good one. 3DS Nintendo, 27th of the 7th.
WarioWare Gold.
Yeah, more WarioWare games for me, please.
By Nintendo and Intelligent Systems, obviously. Is it just a compilation of WarioWare?
I think so, but that's not a bad thing. WarioWare. is
But
still
just remember, the
awesome.
last time Nintendo did a compilation, we got Mario Party the Top 100, which didn't do too well.
Yeah, but WarioWare's like is a good game that's actually got heart and soul in it. Unlike Mario Party, which no one wins and is a terrible
It's
success.
just the devil to you, isn't it?
Yeah. WarioWare's good, buy it.
Next,
From Switch, THQ, Nordic, 31st, Titan Quest.
Titan Quest is getting... Again, it's like one of these really interesting, but not very...
More ports for everyone.
It's weird. Titan Quest, it's a weird thing.
I don't know. More-
Again, a couple generations ago, it's bizarre that it's here,
Yeah.
but it's here now. It looks old. It looks very old. and it was only 2006. But yeah, go for it. It is apparently a pretty good.
Yeah.
It's got a 9 out of 10 on Steam, for God's sakes, but has got a 55 on Metacritic. So this might be one where your mileage may vary.
Yeah.
If it's for you, it's for you.
Lastly, at some point in July.
Maybe beginning of August.
Yeah.
At E3 they said summer.
Yeah.
So Xbox One and PC.
Yeah.
Microsoft. The first expansion for Sea of Thieves. Well, actually, is it the first?
Oh.
Might be the second.
Yeah.
Sea of Thieves Curse Sales. More stuff for Sea of Thieves, which
Hey.
everyone wanted.
Yeah, that's cool.
New enemies, new lands, I think, new seas.
Yeah.
So yeah, cool.
And that is everything.
That is the releases.
Yeah.
So that is
That's
the
our,
end of our segments.
that's our show. Sorry if this week was a bit slower, but it's the hangover after E3. News is a bit short. Not a lot of games are coming out. There's not much we can do.
We can slow down. We can just.
It's
yeah.
cool.
Also, we're still going at a bit of a breakneck
Yeah.
pace.
But
We
yeah.
can slow down.
So that's us this week.
However, we are not done
Are we not done?
because
You're bringing a special segment.
do you remember last week?
Ooh.
Not last week, last episode,
Yeah.
when we talked about Super Smash Bros.
Yes.
And we set up a poll.
Yes.
Who is best princess?
Ah.
I have the results.
Oh, okay. Give it to us.
Out of 12 votes,
Ooh.
tallied up, Princess Daisy wins 83% to 17.
Ah, you're all disappointed. I get it, but at the same time, I'm disappointed.
If you want to get involved, of course, with those polls, go to our Twitter, which
Yeah.
is at VGM Radio Show. That's at VGM Radio Show with capital VGM, R and S.
Yeah, we'll try and do more polls every time we have an episode. We'll come
Just
up.
realised I need to change the link on the Twitter as well.
We'll come up and do cool polls every week. That seems like a good way to
Every episode we'll do a poll. So the poll this time, which will be put up when the episode goes up, is as a food.
As a food.
Not game related whatsoever. You can squid or octopus.
Yeah.
Or neither.
Or write in your own submission. I don't know.
And only keep them closed, to be fair.
All options are available. But yeah,
I'm going to put just other fish.
It is squid. The answer
I
is
do like squid.
yeah.
Octopus is good though.
Prawn's good though. Maybe prawn.
Prawn is good.
Have prawn on like a little.
I'm just going to put... Okay, we're changing this now. Crayfish, shellfish, fish.
Yeah, we're just not making games now. Just tell us the fish you'd like to eat.
Okay, no. But the poll really will be squid or octopus. Which do you prefer? As an animal? As a food?
Yeah, just in general.
In Disney movies? I don't know what you...
Just in general, just give us an idea. It's important market research.
Kraken, squid or octopus?
But yeah,
It's a squid bath.
that's us. You already did a little bit of the plugs. Do you want to finish off your plugs?
Of course, you can go to our YouTube channel, which you are already here,
Yeah.
watching, listening to this. Every view is appreciated. Subscribe to VGM Podcast,
Yeah.
as always. What else? Also, hit the bell.
Hit the
'Cause
bell.
That's how you know
Give
when
us your note.
because subscription doesn't mean subscription anymore, and nothing makes sense.
Yeah. Do your notifications. That's a good thing to do.
Yeah, so go to VGM Plays stuff. That's what it was.
I have one
Yes.
because he asked for it. Shout out to Cameron Gordon.
Yes.
Mass Effect's rubbish and you know it.
I will continue to defend Mass Effect on this channel, no matter.
We can do that another day. But yeah, I believe that's us done.
That's us pretty much done.
Yeah.
One final thing, I did share something on Twitter, which I'm going to show Joe. I've been just looking. I want to buy Switch so badly, mostly because of Super Mario Odyssey Breath of the Wild, and I found a great video that came out around the same time as the reveal trailer for Super Mario Odyssey. I might put a link. I'll put a link to it in the description. It's Runcao's Super Mario Odyssey. No, it was Super Real Mario Odyssey, where they did the Super Mario Odyssey reveal trailer in GTA 4. It's great.
That's it.
We will see you whenever we get another one.
Yeah, we'll try and get another one. Since we started, we got one early in the month. We'll try and get one later in the month.
Yeah.
That's a good shout to do.
I'm going to be gone for the next week anyway because I'm on birthday holiday.
Hey, we'll see when we come next. But until next time, I am
I'll
Joe.
have graduated by the time next episode comes
Yeah,
out.
we'll be real adults next time. So yeah, I've been Joe.
I have been Chris.
We shall see you next time.
Goodbye.
Bye.
We've lost Bravo and Charlie because of you! Report to me immediately. When you return,